Chapter 17, Tyrone-Robinson.
Ross Perot started Electronic Data Systems, EDS, in 1962. Effective January 1, 1985, Ross Perot and his company, EDS, took the reins of all the General Motors information technology systems and people. You may remember him for his bids for the U.S. presidency as an independent candidate twice in 1992 and 1996. Under his command, those of us who transitioned into the new EDS were required to wear blue business suit and tie with shiny shoes. You were subjected to a drug test. Drinking at lunch was not tolerated, and it became a fireable offense. And you were not allowed to live with a partner you were not married to. Many transition employees just did not like Ross's eccentricity. Mostly, they feared they were going to lose General Motors benefits and were worried about their job security. It appeared to them that Perot was going to make them work harder and not pay them for working overtime. In order to soothe us over, he offered stock grants as retaining bonus to all acquired employees at 10 cents per share, vesting over 10 years. The number of stocks awarded was based on each employee's job code, seniority, and by some elaborate formula not understood by many. I was promoted to the position of Information Processing Center, IPC manager. It was my job to explain to each employee the rationale behind these stock grants. Once I explained to them benefits of stock grants, I was supposed to have them sign a paper to accept it. After having done this for employees all day long, I also did the same thing for the night shift operators. It was around 1 a.m. Here comes Tyrone Robinson, an African-American employee. I was meeting with him for the first time. He came in and shook my hand. "Congratulations on your promotion," said Tyrone with a big smile. "I'm so proud of you, but you better watch your butt, brother, and take care of yourself." He then leaned in and softened his voice. "This just does not happen to us around here." I was puzzled. "What do you mean?" I asked. "Look here, brother. I'm black, you black. They promoted you to a big shot manager around here. Now we gotta watch out for each other. If you ain't careful, they're gonna do things to you like they did it to me, like scratching your car with the key or put sugar in your gas tank and crazy stuff like that. You'll see." I was speechless for a moment. This was the first time anyone ever told me I was black. I was shocked. "Okay, thanks for your concern," I said. Pretending to take him seriously, I then proceeded to tell him all about the virtues of the stock grant. However, I could see he was not thrilled. "Jesus, brother," Tyrone shook his head. "You've been sold out to Perot's bull." "Hell no, I'm not going to fall for this. No way in hell, man." In light of his disgruntled reaction, I went into high gear to explain to him why I thought his acceptance would be very good for him in the future. Tyrone Robinson just wouldn't hear of it. He told me this was some kind of scheme. They were just giving out worthless pieces of paper instead of giving real money. Finally, I realized that he could not be persuaded. "Well, I guess we don't see eye to eye," I told him. "I still think you are making a big mistake. But if that's how you feel and that is what you want to do, then you will have to sign this paper saying that you were offered this stock grant and are not accepting." I then handed him the paper. "Okay," Tyrone said with a sigh. He then reached into his coat pocket, took out a gun, and placed it on the table. At this precise moment, my lower colon started twitching. Then he pulled out a pen, signed the paper, put the pen back into his pocket, followed by the gun, and then got up and walked out, slamming the door behind him. I waited until he was out of my sight. I told the security about the gun and rushed home in a hurry to change my shorts. The next day, I found out that Tyrone Robinson owned some rental property in Detroit and had a permit to carry the weapon while he went to collect the rent. By the way, Tyrone was offered 1,000 Class E shares for 10 cents per share. Due to the growth and success of EDS, its stock split 2-for-1 3 times over the following 10 years. That meant his 1,000 shares would have become 2,000 shares at first split, 4,000 shares at the second split, and 8,000 shares at the third split. At the market price of $65 per share, a $100 investment of Tyrone would have become a cool $520,000. Aha! So what have we learned? 1. Acres of diamonds. Stay tuned for that. 2. When you are tense, you are dense. 3. Anger in business is bad business.